Yo, what's going on YouTube? Excuse my sweat, I just got out the gym. Peace, prosperity, and power, mind, body, and soul, death before dishonor. Speaking the truth, keeping the faith, holding that shit the fuck down, man. You see the title of the video today, man. We going hard today. You know what I'm saying? Let me take this down a little bit. Hey, man, listen. Motivation is bullshit. Motivation is bullshit. Let me tell you why. If you have to let a feeling be the reason why you do something, you're always going to be competing with another feeling. Let me say that again. If you are letting a feeling be the reason you decide to do something, you will always be competing with your feelings. So you ask yourself, if I can't use motivation, what do I use? Your purpose, your long-term goals, your will to succeed. These things you use. I was listening to Andrew Tate the other day, and I'm not a big Andrew Tate stan, don't get that wrong, but he did say something. Why would you not want to? That suffering makes it better in the long run. When you suffer for something and you finally obtain it, instead of getting it just handed to you, it feels infinitely times better. That's why I go to the gym. So when I fail and then I go back and I accomplish the goal because I've suffered for it previously, I feel 10 times, infinitely times better about myself. When I lock in with myself and produce content every single day, I feel infinitely times better. Because I'm now hardwired to not rely on motivation. Because motivation is like this. You get motivated and eventually the feeling fades and you're back down to where you normally were. When you don't rely on motivation and you're just consistent and disciplined in your work, you just do this. You might hit a plateau, right? Because you don't feel as though you're not seeing any progress. But if you continually and consistently put in work, it'll just be a consistent growth. 24/7. Consistent growth. Instead of this hills and valleys, hills and valleys, hills and valleys. See what I'm saying? Because if you're consistently growing, where you were versus where you are now you will notice that. At some point you will notice it. But you have to consistently put in the work. Not relying on, if you rely on motivation to be the reason to do things, you're going also to rely on sadness to be the reason that you don't. You're going to rely on worry and doubt and fear to be the reason that you don't. Stop negotiating with being mediocre. Stop doing it. Because that's all you're doing. When you procrastinate, you're negotiating with being mediocre. That's what you're doing. You're not believing in yourself. You're not trusting yourself to get things done. You're simply accepting what is, and you're not even aligning yourself spiritually. Truthfully. You'd rather get something done in a day and then sit on your ass than just sit on your ass and not get nothing done. I'd rather be tired from working my ass off every single day, getting something done, multiple things done, than sitting on my ass and being in my head all day and not getting anything done. Thinking is a double-edged sword. You can think yourself into a beautiful state of being, a state of focus and ambition and hustle and drive. Or you can think yourself into mediocrity, being average, the average person, the 9-to-5, $40,000. No offense to anybody who only makes $40,000 a year. But that's average. Statistically speaking, that is average. The real people who out here are making 6 figures every single day or yearly are putting in the work on the back end. Struggling with themselves day in and day out until they create a new version of themselves every single day. Get your ass in the gym, even if you don't want to. Work on that project you've been putting off for weeks, months, years, because you didn't feel like it was the right time. Stop negotiating with mediocrity. Motivation is bullshit. If you let a feeling be the reason why you do things, you will always be negotiating with your feelings. instead of just getting up and doing it. It's your boy McLavishh. Peace, prosperity, and power. Mind, body, and soul. Death before dishonor. Get your ass the fuck up. Speaking the truth, keeping the faith, and holding it the fuck down, man. The fuck I just say?